Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin, and I would like to welcome you to our Fuel Direct briefing meeting. How many of you are here for the first time tonight? Let me see your show of hands. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, excellent. Any more back there? Well, we're delighted to have you here, and it's one of the great benefits that's available to us that we live in the proximity of the corporate office. So I welcome you tonight. My name is Randy Russ, and I've been involved with Fuel Direct since it started, which was actually, we need a little quiet here, which was actually September 15th this past year. But Fuel Direct is a new company working with a product that has a long history and overseen by a company that's been around for 8 years with 70,000 customers. So we're not total newbies here. We're glad to have you here tonight, and what we're going to do is begin with the business briefing. And the star of our show is XP3. And what XP3 is a 22-year-old time-tested product that has annual sales exceeding $3 billion. And we like to point out for people who aren't accustomed to dealing in those large numbers, we get down into, everyday range today of just $8.7 million sales a day. Okay? So the first question that a lot of people have is, why haven't I heard of this? If it's that big and sold that much, why haven't I heard of it? Well, the reason is because this product has been developed primarily to sell to the commercial market, only to very large users, and it's sold all around the world. So it's not really part of going to Walmart. And we just haven't experienced it. So Nature Rich started a company called Fuel Direct for the specific purpose of making people like you and me aware of the benefits of using this kind of product. So what are the benefits? Well, first of all, back when gas was $3 a gallon, now, can you remember back when gas was $3 a gallon? Someone told me the other day that they were sitting around talking about when it was 29 cents a gallon. See? Somebody's always going to go one better. It was 25. All right. Point is, way back when it was $3 a gallon, when it was $3 a gallon, we had a group of people here who were testing it out, reporting savings in the 40 to 90 cents a gallon range. Since that time, of course, gas has gone up another 35%, and so you can just add that savings onto there. It reduces engine wear 40 to 80%, and thereby extends the operating life of an engine about 25%. Reduces harmful toxic emissions by 40 to 60%, and so we like to ask the question, everybody basically has to drive, but how many of you like to pollute by driving? We don't like to do that. Well, we have an incentive here, and that is you can get paid not to pollute, or to pollute 50% less. Well, what exactly is XP3? How many of you have ever heard of fuel additives before? Let me see your hands. How many of you had positive experiences with fuel additives before? Did you notice a difference in the number of hands going up? Most people haven't had a positive experience. This is a radical departure from the way most fuel additives are made, and it's the reason why it has been so tremendously successful. What is different about it is that it doesn't contain any of the damaging components that most other fuel additives contain. And I'm referring specifically to aromatics, naphtha, and alcohol. We'll skip the chemical definition of all of these things, but the point is those are actually harmful, and they do a fair amount of harm not only there, but once they get out the end of the tailpipe. This product is also 100% biodegradable, and so it's environmentally friendly. And when we say it's 100% biodegradable, we mean not only the product itself, but the container that it comes in. So we have a very environmentally friendly product here, whether you're talking about the gasoline or the diesel version. So where to use XP3? Well, first of all, it was engineered originally to do one thing. It was not engineered specifically to cause people to have longer gas mileage. It was engineered to extend the life of the engine. And that's why it was primarily sold to commercial markets, because that's a major concern for them. But we can see that it can be used in cars, trucks, boats, motorhomes, stationary generators for irrigation or power supplies, fuel oil furnaces, snowmobiles, motorcycles, heavy equipment, and other applications. So if you are burning gasoline or diesel, in all likelihood, this product is what you would be looking for. One of the ways that we know the product works is because we've been given access to the information of a test done by a very large company here in America. It is not Coke, but you might be familiar with it if I happen to mention the name. And what they did was they selected 2 of their tractor-trailer rigs, which they felt were representative of their fleet, and they said, we're going to run a 40,000-gallon test to make sure this product works before we start writing the check and putting it in all of our vehicles. Well, we need to notice 3 things. First of all, this unit here had a 15.72% savings, which in anybody's league is a big savings. But you'll notice over here it's 22.5. I point that out to simply say your experience may not be exactly the same as mine. We have a wide range of experiences and savings here. And that's just the way it is. We don't have an explanation for it, but you can expect that your savings won't be exactly what somebody else's was. It's just different. But you'll notice this number, 19.11. How would you like to own 100, let's say 100 trucks and save just about 20% on your fuel costs? Tremendous. Okay? So the commercial people really understand the value of this, and most of us in the consumer market are getting pinched badly enough that we're going to start to understand it real well ourselves. Well, another way to test the effectiveness of the product is to evaluate the oil that comes out of the engine when they do an oil change. And so what they do is they look for materials that have broken down and are now trapped in the oil filter and in the liquid oil. And so they tested these 4 items, and you can see the reduced wear that they found after they introduced XP3 into the equation. So if you're running a major fleet, you're going to be very impressed with those kind of numbers. Another way they evaluated is how long an engine lasts before they have to rebuild it, because when they're rebuilding an engine, it might take a week, 10 days, and while they're doing that, that engine is not earning money. It's off the road. So what they did was they evaluated their initial results, which is they had to overhaul 5 units, and they were doing about every 250,000 miles, every 250,000 miles. Well, you can imagine the benefit of running an extra 50,000 miles and saving $58,000 on only 5 rigs. So they saw the benefit in the fuel savings, the extended life, and the opportunity to extend the distance between overhauls. Another way they evaluated it was to check the fuel filters. If you are doing in the process, always in the process of cleaning your fuels and cleaning your fuel system, you're going to have this kind of result over here, where you have nice clean fuel, which is what you have after XP3. Here's what the fuel looks like without XP3. Now, I'm sure most people are specialists in engine mechanics and know what fuel injectors are, but the point is they're a very important part of getting the fuel into the chamber to ignite it and get your power. Well, here's the difference between the same injector. This is before using XP3, and this is after approximately 3,400 miles. You can see what the difference is. The cost to clean those injectors, if you're just driving a standard automobile and you go over to the local Chevy or Ford or whatever dealership, is going to be in the neighborhood of about $150 to $200 to go through that process. Think of how much you could benefit by saving money all along and getting that cleaning for free. So that's part of what we're able to offer to people. We talked earlier about the 40 to 90 cents per gallon. That came off of this list right here. And there are people actually in this room who were involved in this process. Well, when we pull into the gas station, most of us are looking for a place to go where we're going to save a little money. In fact, I heard of someone talked to me today, told me they drove 12 miles out of their way to save a nickel a gallon. 12 miles to save a nickel a gallon. And I explained to them they could maybe add another 80 or 90 cents by using one of our coupons. See, this is a coupon. It's good at any gas station, anytime, anywhere, 24/7, no matter the brand or make. So it's a nice little coupon to have available in your vehicle. One of the reasons why we put this slide up here is to point out that right now there's over 250 million vehicles on the road. That means we don't have to be very, very careful about finding a market. This is not a small market. This is a massive market, and almost everybody we bump into that's got a driver's license is talking about the price of gas. It gets to be kind of an emotional issue, and this was back when gas was $2.85, so if you just change that to a 3, we'd be pretty current, right? But what wouldn't be current is this number over here. See this? The average family at the price of $2.85 was expending over 18% of the family income on fuel. No wonder it's pinching us so hard, okay? One of the things that you look at when you join a company or become involved with a company is you want to know who's leading the ship, who's running the ranch. How do I know that if I get started here and get involved with this company that I've got the possibility of a good long-term relationship? And that's what you see up on the screen. There's two guys that you can put your faith in. Randy Tynard, our CEO, has got over 25 years of management experience in the restaurant industry. You see some names you probably know up there, Perkins and Old Country Buffet. Started off with a business administration degree from the University of Utah. He's the guy that makes sure this whole operation runs properly. Behind those walls right there is an FDA-approved facility, which is involved in manufacturing several of our products. And so there's a lot at stake here. Mike Schlegel, who I'm going to introduce in just a moment, is the founder of the company. And Mike's got over 30 years of network marketing experience. And so he's capable of leading us down this path of expanding the growth of this company. We believe this is at least a $1 billion type sales company. And we're right in on the front end of this, able to grow with this company in a wonderful way. So Fuel Direct began, as I said, back in September 15th, but we need to understand it's not a new company. Fuel Direct is a new company, but Nature Rich, which is the parent company, has been around now for almost 9 years. And so it's a smoothly running operation. There's 70,000 customers who will regularly order from the Nature Rich company. So we're fitting into a system that's already online. All the kinks have been worked out. The checks get sent on time. They cash on time. So it's a good operation. And what we tell people is if you have an order in by noon, it will ship that same day. If it's in the afternoon, it'll ship the next business day. So that's how we do our business here. I want to mention to you one other thing, and that is that the reason we come in a side door and we don't go around the front is because this is a manufacturing facility back here. So we enter on this side for our meetings, but if you come during the day, you're going to enter on the north side of the building, which is where the corporate office is. We have a mission statement. It's really fairly simple. Most people can memorize it quite easily, and that is our goal is to have this product in the tanks of 1 million drivers by the year 2012. I believe that number is going to be exceeded because of the pressure that we're seeing in this market, and that's what we're inviting you to be a part of if you decide to join us in this venture. One of the ways that people get frustrated is trying to figure out how can I add to my income. My expenses never go down, they keep going up. So how can I add to my income? And if you get involved with XP3, you have that opportunity, and what I want to do right now is introduce my good friend Mike Schlegel, whom I've known for probably close to 20 years, way back there, introduce him. He's going to go through a compensation plan with you tonight. It's not all the details of the compensation plan, but it's enough for you to see whether or not this is a place you could invest your time and receive adequate compensation, because there's always more than what we can reveal in a brief meeting. So thank you very much. Mike Schlegel.
All right, Randy, thank you. Thank you. How's everybody doing? This is actually my opportunity to do the marketing plan. I haven't been able to do this forever, so I'm pretty excited about it. How many of you are excited to make some money? Yeah. Show me the money. I mean, this is the fun part. This is the part that really, when I look back, it was probably about 30 years ago, and my wife and I had a few kids, and I learned about the network marketing industry, and I was in the painting contracting business at the time, and I so wanted to be able to, as our kids would grow up, be able to have them go out for sports if they wanted to go out for sports, that they could. I grew up on a farm and never could go out for sports, and so it was always my ideal. Wouldn't it be neat if we could have a business where if our children decided to go out for sports that they could? When I saw this industry, I saw a way to make that happen. Not only did I see a way to make it happen, but I saw a way for me to be at their games. I saw a way to buy my time back. So I don't know where you're at tonight or what you have plans for your future, what they are. But I can tell you this with confidence. If you find a good networking company and will stick with it, you can write your ticket to financial freedom. But we have several firsts in this marketing plan, and it's been designed over a culmination of the last 30 years of experience. And I'm very excited about it because you know what I know is the common person can succeed in this plan. That's the most exciting thing for me is you can help anybody with a little desire really write their ticket to financial freedom. So I'm excited to share it with you tonight. First thing you got to do is make a decision to get started. We do have a couple different packages. Our number one package, which I call our full business, it gives you both gas and diesel products. It's kind of like if you had a store, you opened up a store. Now, I wouldn't recommend anybody to open up a store, but if you had a tire store, how many of you think you should probably have some tires in the store, right? This one gives you a little bit more of that. It gives you product to sell and product to use, where the partial business gives you enough to try yourself. It's basically enough, in the little basic kit, the 239 kit is enough for you and your spouse to try the product over the next 4 or 5 months and really experience some nice savings. Either way, either package is a good way to get started. You can start whatever is comfortable for you. The difference being the full business will position you in all 3 pay levels in our company, where the partial, you're going to have to earn your way there, but I'll explain that. Okay? We pay monthly, which I think is kind of nice. We pay on the 25th of every month, so whatever volume is ordered on your team, you're going to get paid 10% on the 25th of the following month, and you get actually paid 5 levels. What does 5 levels mean? It means anyone that you enroll into the business and they purchase products, they're level 1. Anybody they enroll, level 2. People they enroll, level 3, so on and so forth. And you can actually get, right away if you came in at the premium kit, the full business, you're qualified 5 levels, where most companies make you do a lot of work to get qualified 5 levels, but then we also will pay it up to 7 levels. So it's pretty powerful what you can turn it into. We also have weekly pay, and the weekly pay we pay on the 7th, the 14th, 21st, and 28th of the month. Now, anyone that you personally sell a full business to, the $4.99, we're going to pay you a direct sale commission of $50 on those people. Anyone they sell those to or upgrade, you're going to make $20 bills for the next 5 levels, levels 2 through 5. And in addition, you can actually pick up $20 bills on level 6 and 7. We're not going to go into that right now, but it's pretty powerful. The daily pay is the one unique feature of this plan. Actually, we use a little 2x2, follow your sponsor, little cycler. And it works like this here. You come in the business, either kit, doesn't matter, the 239 or the 499, you're going to have your spot in the matrix, okay? Your goal is to make 2 sales. Say you bring in David and Mary, and as soon as you made 2 sales, you're qualified for life. This is a first in the industry. 2 sales, qualified for life for daily pay, okay? Now, what happens, we're going to teach David and Mary to do the same thing and make their 2 sales. We're going to help them get qualified for life. In doing so, you complete your matrix. It fills in. Your matrix is a total of 6 sales. When that fills, you cycle. Okay? And when you cycle, these commission checks are paid out every day, so Monday through Friday. A cycle pay is $350, a case of torpedoes, and a new free re-entry for a brand new matrix, okay? Following your sponsor. Now, if you cycled on Monday, cycled on Tuesday, maybe 3 times on Wednesday, once on Thursday, twice on Friday, the following week, Monday you're going to get a $350 check. Tuesday you're going to get a check for $350. Wednesday, remember you cycled 3 times, you're going to have a $1,050 check that day, 3 cases of product. You know what's nice is the product that comes with it because it gives you product to market with. I just love that. The whole concept of this is pretty exciting. So a week later, from the day you cycled, you're going to have that check and the product. We also have car bonuses that go with the monthly pay, up to $900 a month, $5,000 a month, and a house bonus. I'm going to show you how to calculate the residual commissions. If you had a team of 3 at 50 BV, when you cycle, what's really nice is on that cycle, that case of free product you get, there's 50 BV on that. That qualifies you for your monthly commissions. Just once a month, you have to generate 50 BV for the 10% residuals. And if you cycle once a month, you're not only qualified for daily pay, but you're qualified for monthly pay and weekly pay by generating 50 BV. I'm going to show you the power of 3 at 50 BV on the monthly pay. Let's say you had 3 people that you had in the business that were generating 50 BV, and you taught them to get their 3, and you just run a 3 by 7. 3 will get 3, will get 3, and do the math. You're going to have a little over 3,000 customers, but you'd have an income because you get 10% of that, over $16,000 a month. How many of you could use an extra $16,000 a month? How many of you know at least 3 families that could use an extra 16 grand a month that wouldn't mind saving some money on their fuel? You see, what I like about this program is everyone's a winner. People that come into business, and if they only come into business at $239, they never signed anyone up. They just use the product. Average savings is over $10 per torpedo. You get 36 in that initial kit. So 10 times 36 is how much? 360. And you came in for 240. You see how you came ahead just using the product. Everyone's a winner. The beauty is this little torpedo, this little coupon for me, I pay $2 for it. It saves me over 20. How many times would you give me $2 if I'd give you 20? How many times? A few times? How many would you do? More than a few? More than a few? As many as you could, right? As many as you could. Because I'll tell you why, $2 for 20 is a good return, isn't it? And these little torpedoes, you can reload with the 16-ounce bottle for $2 all day long and have a lot of fun doing it. I'm actually saving over about 6 gallons of gas per tank using this product. You know what I like about that? I'm not putting it overseas to the oil companies. I'm keeping that money in our economy. Think about that. We're cleaning up the environment, we're helping our economy, and you're helping your pocketbook, so it's pretty nice. Well, that's the power of 3 at 50 BV, and I'd like to show you now the power of 4 because you get more with 4. How many like more? Okay, more with 4. So if you have 4 customers and they have 4 who have 4 is 16, who have 4 is 64. We run that down 7 generations. And you do the math, you'd have over $100,000 a month. Now, how many of you could use an extra 100 grand a month? How many of you ever had the privilege of having over $100,000 a month income? There you go. You know, the only ones that have is the networkers. Okay, I saw one hand go up there. I know what it feels like because that's what this industry does. And that's what I love about this industry. It's a great equalizer. A little bit of dream and some good sweat equity, you can actually write your ticket to financial freedom. That's really what it is. So you have to begin with the end in mind, and you just share this concept. Now, how many of you in this audience have brought in at least 4 people into this business? Stand up if you have. Stand up if you brought at least 4 people into the business. Okay, look around, everyone. So obviously it can be done, right? So there you go. There's the vision. Let's give these folks a hand. Congratulations to you. You know, now I get to introduce Mr. James Agee. You know, not only do we have a great product and a great marketing plan, we've got a great system to tell the story. And I could think of nobody better than the person who helped develop the JADER system, which is one of the tools that we have, and he can come up and explain that just a little bit and explain what the next steps are. So, again, we're excited that you're here. Hopefully you see something here because I know from being in the industry, been with a few companies that were very, very successful, and we also had a few lemons where the companies had all kinds of issues and it didn't work. And all I can tell you is right here you've got a home. It's something that everyone needs. And you look at the future, you know, right now as the prices go up, many people are looking for ways to pick up some extra income. They're looking for ways to save money. And the fuel industry is not going away. So it's kind of like having your own oil well. You can just drill your own oil well. All it takes is 2 people to help you drill it. And you drill it, and you can drill more than one if you want. Every 2 people you bring in, just imagine it like another oil well, and you teach them how to drill their oil well. And pretty soon you have your oil well pumping, and these checks start coming in daily. They start coming in weekly. And the monthly residuals are amazing. We've got people that have made over $1 million just on that residual plan. And so I can only imagine what's going to happen over the next couple of years as people take a hold of this. And with us going international now into Canada, you don't have to be dependent even on our economy, but we're into Canada now. We're just opened up in the Philippines. We're going to go international faster, and that international business is going to make the company even grow faster. So, you know, you all have you have an opportunity to become part of what I believe will become a billion-dollar brand in the networking industry. There's not many companies that actually become billion-dollar companies in the industry, but this one has all the pieces in place to make that happen, and at the expense of no one. That's the beauty here. It's at the expense of no one. Everyone wins, even the end customer. I've got people that are selling the 16-ounce bottles, and they're making a very nice profit on it. And those people, they're selling these at retail. They're treating that fuel for 12.5 cents a gallon at retail. Okay? And average savings is over 75 cents a gallon. You just think about that. That's the opportunity. When the end customer has value like that, we can write our ticket to financial freedom. So help me welcome up James Eggy, share the rest of the story.
All right, thank you so much. Let's give Mike another round of applause. All right, I'm excited to share the funnel with you. People ask me now, hey, we got an awesome product. We have a good company. The market's there. People can save money. It costs you money not to use this product. How many see that tonight? Actually costs you money. Somebody said to me, boy, I don't know if I like to join a business opportunity. It sounds risky. Do you know what's risky? Paying sticker price for gas. That's risky. I mean, that's expensive. Even at $3.77, came all the way down to $3.77 today. And that's something. Costs more than milk. All right, and so it's risky not to have this product in your hand. I like how Randy Russ says it's a coupon, no expiration date, good at any gas station. I wouldn't be caught without it. For me, it's $1.29 per gallon. That's huge. It's over $20 a torpedo for me. So this is $20. I could do a lot with $20. I fill up 2, sometimes 3 times a week. So that's a lot of money. So we can help a lot of people. Like what Mike said, everybody's a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, they say. But everybody's a winner. I'm excited about that, all right? So what do? We got the funnel. We put the funnel together. It's our system for getting the story out. What is the funnel? It's a system for getting the story out, the Fuel Direct story. All right, you want to make some? Just put some people in the funnel. You want to make a lot? Just get a lot of people in the funnel. Okay, it's that simple. So what is the funnel? It's a series of components. We put together a website for you. Our website tells the whole story. Who looks at videos online? Pretty much everybody now, right? It's a good way to get information out there. It's very common to share a link with somebody. Hey, check this out. It's making me a fortune. Oh, that sounds like a link I'd want to click on. It's making me a fortune. Okay, so they click on the link. 15 minutes later, you'll know what they think. Just give them the link and you'll know what they think. Because they're going to watch the information. They're going to hear about the product. They're going to hear about the opportunity. One of them is going to interest them, maybe both. And they're going to fill out a little contact form, let you know that you're interested, ready to move forward. What's exciting about that is you're going to get alerted right on your cell phone or right in your email, letting you know they're ready to go forward, move forward. That takes a lot of the pain away from running the business. It's nice. We have conference calls Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tells the whole Fuel Direct story. We have recorded calls 24/7. Local meetings. Okay? How many here have been to a local meeting? Just checking. I'm just checking. All right, home meetings, corporate tours. You know, Monday through Friday, if you live in this area, what a great advantage. We call it the home field advantage. You can send people right here, take them on a tour of the whole facility, show them the manufacturing facility. It's a great way to introduce Fuel Direct to some people. So what we do is once they're in the funnel, we ask them, hey, based on the information that you saw, are you an A, B, C, or D? What's A, B, or C, or D? Let's take a look at that. D means you have some more questions. You have some more questions. Okay, do you know the difference between an ignorant person and an informed person? Just they got their questions answered. That's it. Ignorant person goes around with questions. An informed person got them answered at one point or another. So I just challenge you, if you have questions, get them answered. Don't be ignorant. Ask the questions. Get the questions answered. There's people in this room that have heard your questions before. I guarantee it. We'll get you answers. So don't leave with questions unanswered. Or you can be C, product user only. Who wouldn't want to use XP3 in every tank of gas? I can't imagine. Okay, so you want to have this with you at all times. You can turn any gas station into a really good deal. All right, or you got B, part-time business. You see an opportunity here. Wow, I can save 254 million drivers 50 cents to $1.10 on a gallon of gas. Sounds like an opportunity. I could use some extra cash. It sounds like a fun opportunity. And so you could build here and build a fortune. Part-time, which is exciting. Or full-time. You got some more time you want to put into it. I want to go a little faster, have some more aggressive goals, have a lifestyle that's just a bit out of reach. Go full-time with this. That'd be fun too. And either way, the only right answer is the answer you come up with. All right. So which one are you? I want you in your mind right now to answer that A, B, C, or D. So what we're going to do right now is we asked you to think, are you an A, B, C, or D? So new people especially, it's just fair to know what you are. The person who invited you'd like to know too. And that way we know exactly how to deal with you. All right? We know how to deal with you. If you have some questions, we can get you some answers. If you want product, we'll get you the best price. If you want to be a business builder, we'll show you how to do it. If you don't like us, we don't like you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding about that. We love you all. Everybody needs a product, I know that. So what we're going to do right now is on the count of 3, I want you to turn to the person who invited you. A, B, C, or D. 1, 2, 3. A. Wow, that's fun, see? If you're a C, make sure to get up here and get your product. That pain at the pump will go away. It's a cure. And if you're an A or a B, make sure you fill out your distribution form tonight. We'll get you involved and get you going. Thank you so much. Make it a great day.